welcome back to the world of racing. And today, guys, we got a race here at Kansas Speedway. And let me just make sure that all of these paint schemes have loaded, and we'll just get straight into it. And we'll just get straight into it. Coming into today's race, guys, the top three are Willie B, the William Byron fella, with 3 wins. And second place, we got Tyler Reddick. He has 0 wins, and Kansas is usually a pretty good track for him, so maybe a different type of day for him. And Kyle Larson as well. And then Kyle Busch, we just watched him go by. He is third in points with 3 wins as well. Paint schemes should all be loaded in soon. It's at 96%. And should be done. Usually one of the cars don't load in, but it looks like more than one is still not loading in, so that's usually not a good sign. So let's look around and see who it is. There's definitely someone on pit road unless they jumped out. Okay, so Bubba Wallace's didn't load in, and usually the 99s doesn't load in. Okay, so we still got, this is 3 cars that didn't load in this time. Okay, 3 cars didn't load in. Unfortunate, but it happens, I suppose. Let's go straight in to qualifying. We're going to watch William Byron. Since he's our point leader, we've done that for the last few races, so I think we'll continue that. Who is going to be the better car today? Alright. They are getting up to speed, going through 3 and 4. Coming out of 4. And now their qualifying lap begins. Who will it be? Pretty smooth. Who's it going to be coming to the line? Tyler Reddick that time, and now as they start their second lap, look at Kyle Busch there in second place. That's your top 3 there for you. 1, 2, 3. William Byron's first in points currently, though. Who's it going to be? Coming out of 4 to the line. Willie B going to get second. Whoa, that is a change of direction. Michael McDowell coming in with a surprise pole, and Willie B actually getting 9th. Michael McDowell, Austin Cindric, and Kyle Busch there. Wow. Complete change of pace there that I did not expect. Congratulations to the 34 for grabbing a pole here today, guys. I'm not sure how many poles that is for him, but he has a chance to get his second win today, guys. 75 lap race here. Okay. All right, everybody's in. Let's go ahead and go straight into this race. This race definitely going to be something different, I feel like. I feel like we're going to get a different type of racing. Okay. And we're going to keep it on TV2 for this race. And for the first few laps, you know, we have to turn off the thing. Let's go ahead and get in our rows here. So in the front row, we got Fords, Michael McDowell, and in the pole position, and then Austin Cindric in second. In the second row, we got Kyle Busch there and Josh Berry. And in the third row, we got Daniel Hemrick and John Hunter Nemechek. And then in the fourth row, we got Tyler Reddick and Todd Gilliland, I believe. And then in the fifth row, in the last row I'll be announcing, is our point leader, William Byron, and his teammate of Alex Bowman. They're going to only run one lap, and then they're going to go green. So to the line, pretty much. I'm sorry, it wasn't Alex Bowman. It's Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott is beside him in that row. I'm so sorry about that, guys. But here we go, guys.
Green flag,
green flag is out. Racing is underway as Michael McDowell will lead it to the line there. Who will win today? Out there with a great run. Look at Kyle Busch there on the bottom. They're making that bottom work. Kyle Busch up there at the top. He kind of gets on the quarter panel there. To the line, it's going to be Michael McDowell, but Kyle Busch going into 1 and 2. The 2 car going to try to force it 3 wide, makes the 8 car kind of hesitate. 34 back into the lead. Let's go ahead and turn on our score counter. Well, it looks like at the line we're going to have a new leader. Potentially. Austin Cindric's going to be scored on that lap as the leader. Will Austin Cindric get a win today? As he gets a great run there on the bottom. Okay, now that things are kind of spaced out, let's go ahead and turn on our score there. Two car got about almost a half a second lead over Michael McDowell right now. What can that 2 car do? Looks like Michael McDowell's there. He's picking up some speed. Perhaps the Fords are the ones that beat here today. Kyle Busch doing his best there to keep up with him, and it looks like he's doing a pretty good job keeping it at a half a second. We're on lap number 6, coming through 3 and 4, coming to lap number 7. We'll get side by side there with Austin Cindric. Put it deep, and he's going to come out on top. 3 and 4. Can Austin Cindric come back? Looks like Daniel Hemrick is putting some pressure there on Kyle Busch, and so is Josh Berry. Putting the pressure on Kyle. Daniel Hemrick up in the 3rd. Not normally a car you see up front. Really, the top 4 right now is a car you don't normally see up front on a normal basis here on the World of Racing. But here we are. The 2 coming back on the inside, he's going to make a move. Is he going to be able to get a run, or will the 34 get a better run? Seems that the 34 will get a better run coming to the line. Michael McDowell's going to lead on lap number 10. A lot of pace in that 34 car. It's good to see that these cars are finally making some ground in this series and really jump out as a driver, because coming into this series, Michael McDowell wasn't too high in the standings, but he was also making a name for himself considering that he's with Front Row Motorsports. Something you don't normally see. Normally you see that kind of normally you see more of that kind of driving towards the back, and you see a lot more like people like William Byron and Chase Elliott, Tyler Reddick, Martin Truex, those type of guys. Kyle Busch, well, even Kyle Busch lately in NASCAR Cup Series, he hasn't been doing great, but here he's got 3 wins. Being pretty successful as a World of Racing driver. So he moves his way back up to 4th. You don't normally see these types of drivers running up front very often, so, and leading laps like they are right now. But we are today. Just out of curiosity, guys, I'm going to look for a driver. I'm going to look for the 5 car, see how well he's driving, because, you know, he's my favorite. And he's running the back today. He's running a 31.54. They're running 30.8s and 9s, so that's not good. Because Austin Cindric is going to come back and lead a few laps, it seems like. And as you can see right there in the corner of your screen there for a second. Now Kyle Busch is trying to make a name for himself there. He's trying to put his name right there where he can get back up in the front. Now he's in third. There seems to be a lot of battling right there. He works his way back up towards third, though. Can he make his way up towards the front? Austin Cindric, now he's running the high line. We're starting to see a different line from some of these guys. 34 still running low. But the two cars still running high. The 2 cars running high, the 34 is running low, and I'm thinking that the 2 car might be onto something. 18 laps in, it might not be a bad idea to go ahead and start running high. Kyle Busch, and even look at Chris Buescher. Gotta watch him as well. Austin Cindric is putting a large gap in between these guys. Now Michael McDowell is under attack. Chris Buescher up in the second place. He's around about mid-lane, it looked like. So we'll see here. Where's he going around here? Okay, so he's around about mid-lane. Not really gaining any ground that way, though. Kyle Busch coming in for a pit stop. Definitely starting to see a skill gap here at Kansas, as Austin Cindric is just kind of running away with it. Looks like the 34 got a little squirrely. Ooh, 17 got a little, you can see he got a little jittery there. 34 is going to come in for a pit stop. The 45, the 9. Some are going to stay out, though. They're on a different strategy. Chris Buescher is still running mid-lane. Austin Cindric is running that high line. He's going to come in for a pit stop, I think, since he's running low now. Yep. Cindric coming in for a stop. Chris Buescher coming in for a stop. Barry coming in for a stop. Hemrick. A lot of them are coming in now. Let's go look at our pit status. A lot of them are in the pits currently. I'd say some of these guys are honest. They might be leaving, some of these guys. Yep, those guys are leaving. Shane Van Gisbergen's in the front now. He's probably not even pit yet. He's coming in now, though. He won't even be able to leave. Ooh, that might cause problems. Now we're looking back on Chris Buescher. We should be looking at Austin Cindric. Kyle Busch. Where's he at? He's coming by. He's going to come back out on top, possibly. Nope, Austin Cindric going to come back out on top, but watch Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch had a lot of speed in the beginning. Kyle Busch making a run for it. Not the best move there, Kyle. Stay in the draft. 1 and 2, I'd probably run high, personally. There you go. Possibly get a run. Set yourself up through 3 and 4 for a dive. No run there to be found. Gonna run high here. He's still running about a half lane higher. But you also got to think there isn't really much drafting going on in these cars. There's a lot of dirty air. Kyle Busch going up to the inside. Not able to make it happen. Oof. Gets a little squirrely there. Now the 34 is going to go under attack. Kyle Busch goes to the high lane. Not going to be able to get it done. Austin Cindric has a rocket ship right now. William Byron up to 6th place. Reddick up in the 5th. Now the 34 is under attack of the 2. They get really close to each other. The 8 car gets a run. We got ourselves a 3-car battle going on right now. The 8 car up top. Can he get a run? Normally you do. He gets a pretty solid run. Is he going to go back up to the top? He is not. He is going to go back down to the bottom. He has found a lot of speed in that 8 car. Can he make a pass? He is on the quarter panel. Now can he complete the pass? He has completed the pass. The 8 car is now the leader of this race. Coming up on lap 28, 27 laps complete. Ooh, that 2 car got a good run. It seems like this is going to be a back and forth battle. 34 car is going to attack the 2. Force the 2 up high, but look at the run that Austin Cindric gets. Whoa, that was so close. Austin Cindric is loving that high line right now, and the 8 car is giving him a hard time on the bottom, but that high line is just superior here. The 2 is going to drop right down in front of the 8. He has found more speed in that car. Guys, I'm just going to check while we're on lap 30. Where's my mouse? Oh, I found it. Sorry, guys. Just going to check on the 5, see how he's doing. He's back in 33rd position. Seems that he's really squirrely, like something's wrong with the car, maybe. Maybe he's the problem with the car. You don't normally see Denny Hamlin back there, though. He was 4th in points coming into this race. Just going to look. He's a little squirrely. Yeah, let's go back to the leader. Kyle Busch still staying right there with Mr. Cindric. I mean, dude, there's a lot of Fords up there today.
Caution, yellow flag.
Oh, we got us a yellow flag. Who was it? Was it the 5? 22 maybe? Oh, he got loose. Oh no, it was a 60 car. Yeah, what happened to that? Okay, so he's sitting in 32nd position right now. Larson was behind him. He goes to make. Is he going to make a move or is he trying to pit? Okay, so he's going to make a move. Wow. Got that car to stick pretty well, actually, David Reagan. Ooh, looks like they bumped. Ooh. Oh! Ooh. Looks like they were hitting each other. They were hitting each other. That was all on David Reagan. Looks like he just kind of came up into him. And then after that, it was just downhill. He came up into him. Well, let's see. I'm not sure. But then after that, when the one hit the wall, you just can't control where it goes after you hit the wall. It's really hard to control. It's a day ending for the 60 car, but or maybe he can get those under repair. But as far as I know, he's probably out. Now we are under pace. These cars are going to come in for a pit stop. Mainly all of them. Who can come out on top? Can Chris Buescher come out on top? Chris Buescher will come out in third. Kyle Busch still out in second. A lot of position changes. Chris Buescher, 12 spots from the start. Christopher Bell. Larson in 9th? What just happened? Time in the pit box. Did he not pit? Oh, he didn't even pit. So, yeah, he's got to come in the pit. Now here I was like, holy cow, how'd that happen? He never even pitted. Will he be in 9th? A lot of things are looking pretty similar. But Chris Buescher, gaining that many spots is pretty crazy. Got 40 laps left coming to the line. Let's see who has the fastest lap of today. Michael McDowell with the fastest lap time. Austin Cindric ain't even close to that. Really, the top 3 ain't. I mean, the closest one's Kyle, but it's all about the consistency, though. You can put down the fastest lap, but if you aren't the most consistent driver, then there's really no point being that fast. And let's just go ahead and turn that off. What's this? Okay. Alright, now they're going to start getting into formation. As they come around, I'm going to check on the 5 and see where he's at. Yeah, he's pretty much in the back. A lot of these guys actually are in the back that are sitting good point standings. Like Truex, Denny Hamlin. A lot of those guys are sitting back there right now, and they shouldn't even be there. Alrighty. Coming through 3 and 4 to the back stretch, or to the front stretch, sorry. Pace cars want to come off, and they're about to go green once again once they get to the Geico restart zone.
Green, green, green.
Green flag is out. We are green once again. Things are starting to get a little wild through there. Who will come out on top? Through 1 and 2, it will be Austin Cindric, but who else will it be? Kyle Busch is going to get a decent run. On fresh tires, Kyle Busch is pretty solid. Oh, they're getting squirrely. The 34 and the 9 go back. They get shuffled back pretty far. The 3 car up into third. 2 RCR cars in the front. Tyler Reddick trying to be up there with them. Busher goes back to 4th. Christopher Bell up into 6th. Side by side with Tyler Reddick. Busher passes the 3 car. Can't fully get it done. 3 car's going to come back down there on the outside. The 8 car is trying to get on the inside of that 2 car. Can't get it done. The 3 car is starting to get shuffled back now. The 8 car losing a little bit of ground to Austin Cindric here on lap 41. Austin Cindric has dominated this race so far. Michael McDowell being shuffled back was not the best idea for his situation, considering he really isn't the best car, it seems like, under dirty air. Where does the 43 car come from? He has got some speed on that top lane. So he is gaining. The 8 car. The 8 car to the outside. He's going to take over as the leader of this race once again. Goes back down to the bottom. That 2 car has speed though. Seems like when the 8 car finally finds something, the 2 car finds some more speed somewhere else. Just amazes me. Leads that lap. Going down into 1 and 2. Hard racing between these cars right here. Some more speed coming out of the 2 car. He's going to get to the inside. Going to force the 8 car up high. Gets a little squirrely on the bottom though. The 8 car is going to maintain the position coming to the line. Two car going to go up high. Can't make it happen. Now the 8 car is going to lead a while. Austin Cindric might have pushed his car a little too hard there. Now the 8 car is kind of leaving him. Back down to the bottom. I think this is where they're going to be until they get some laps on their tires, and then we might even see the 2 go back up high. But as of right now, the 8 car is running away with it. Are we going to see win number 4 on the season for Kyle Busch this season? Got a lot of racing left for these guys. Michael McDowell still sitting in 8th position. Chase Elliott in 10th. Where's William Byron at? Looks like he's lost some spots. Looks like that 2 car has found some more speed. He is pushing it to the limit right now. As soon as he found it, he lost it. These 3 are running away. The 43 running a higher lane than the rest of these guys. Is he gaining any speed? He is gaining. He loses it going into the corner, but he seems to gain it back through the straightaway. He didn't that time. He's starting to lose some time. Kyle Busch has found some unknown speed, apparently. Oop. Look at the 2. I just don't think the 2 has much on the 8 car right now. Oop. Are we starting to see a different line? Nope. I thought for sure that the 2 found some speed, but he's losing it severely right now. We don't have much racing left, but we do have at least one more pit stop. Just gonna get an eye on the 5 real fast. He actually won the last race at Dover for win number 1 of the season for this fella. He's sitting at 31st right now. Josh Berry, who qualified 4th, I think he qualified 4th. Not real for sure about that. He is not sitting in a good spot. Go back up towards the front. Is Kyle Busch going to get another win today? Look at Austin Cindric, though. He's found some speed. Brought it down to .2. He's going high. He's going a higher line. He's found the speed. .1. Drops it to the inside. Forces the 8 to go high. Well, he forces it in there. What happened to the 8 car? Had all kinds of speed, and then he had no speed. I think the high line is the line to go right now. Oh, what just happened? He gets to the inside. There's just on his quarter panel. Can he force it in there? Can he find the speed? He is. He's on his door. Oh, he gets a little shaky. That 8 car is doing everything in his power right now. It's just not happening. They're both running the same line right now. Kyle Busch is starting to change it up. The 43 is being patient. The 2 cars found a ton of speed once again. The 2 cars starting to go back down to the bottom. So the 2 car is extremely good in front in that clean air, but in the dirty area, he still has a lot of speed for it to be in dirty air. And look at Kyle. Kyle's losing a lot of speed right now. Just all at once. I think he's used up his car. The 43 is definitely faster right now. Kyle's doing everything in his path to block right now. Block, block, block. Look, as they come in for a pit stop. Once again, as the pit cycle starts to come through, who will come in and who will stay out? Christopher Bell is going to stay out and lead a lap. Christopher Bell seems to be liking that top line as well. There's William Byron. Here comes the 20 car to the pits. The 24 are going to stay out. Everybody else is coming in. A couple cars stayed out, but everyone else came in. William Byron stayed out. This might be a mistake. But look at Kyle Busch. Did he come out ahead of everyone else? Kyle Busch came out ahead of everyone else. 42. William Byron coming in probably for pit stop. Just guessing. Yep, Willie B coming in for a stop. There's Logano and Zane Smith. Everyone else is coming out. And these fellas are starting to come in. Alex Bowman, we're looking, keeping an eye on him now. Willie B coming back out on the track in fourth. Drop down to the seventh. Kyle Busch is leading the race though. Poor Michael McDowell got the pole. Currently struggling to keep within the top 10 though. Comes Denny Hamlin. Kyle Busch got a full second on Eric Jones, and even though Austin Cindric is fast, he has to get by Eric Jones and Kyle Busch to get back into the lead, and with 15 laps left coming to the line, it's doable, but we'll see. Kyle Busch has been on a roll. You can definitely see that the 43 has speed, and you can see that Austin has the speed. What you don't see is a lot of speed in that 8. The 8 car has been solely driving the heck out of that car and coming out on pit road on top. His pit crew has been insane. His driving skill has been insane, but the car hasn't been all there today. 43 to the back of the 8 car. They're going to have to figure out a way to get around this 60 without losing speed. 60 is just going to... Oh, man. What's going to happen here? The 60 needs to get out of the way and let these front runners run. And now he's going to get in the way. That's going to allow Kyle Busch to get away for a second, but and maybe even get a run for this next corner, but maybe not. Wow, the 43 has a lot of speed in that car. Gets to the inside. Are we going to see a first-time winner, or are we going to see a fourth-time winner? Ooh, he gets squirrely. The 2 car just can't find the speed, I don't think, for 10 laps. That's on lap 66, that will be 10 to go. A lot of time in between that. Kyle Busch keeping it at 0.4 seconds. Now 0.5. The 2 car gets around the lap car. Can he find some speed? Or was Eric Jones secretly saving the entirety of the time. And now he's just going to run away. That looks like it might be the case. Unless Kyle Busch finds some speed here. Ten to go right now. Gonna be 9 to go at the line. Kyle's losing ground. Austin's losing ground. Kyle Busch is at a full second back. Wow, look at the speed in that 43. Eight laps left here, guys. Eric Jones has just found a ton of speed in that Family Dollar 43 car, Toyota Camry, in these last few laps. He's been hanging out all day long. And on that last pit stop, he came out behind Kyle Busch, and he just found a ton of speed once some tires heated up. Now running the top line. A little squirrely. He's running the top line. Kyle Busch is running the middle lane. With 5 laps to go. Each lap, it seems that Eric Jones gets a little bit smoother on that top lane. And the more and more and more that gap between him and Kyle gets bigger. He is running smooth on that top lane right now. Over 2.5 seconds now with 3 laps left. They're starting to catch some lap vehicles. Corey LaJoy into the top 8. It's not something you see every day. I think if Kyle Busch wants to gain any speed or any time on Eric Jones, he's going to have to run the high line. He is just not budging. He is staying on the middle lane there with 2 to go. Coming through 3 and 4. And for the final time, 1 lap to go for the 43 of Eric Jones at Kansas Speedway. Running the top lane, gets a little squirrely. He's got a 2.7 second 2.8 second gap in between him and Kyle. Going through the back stretches for the final time. Going through 3 and 4 on the high line. And coming out of 4 on the front stretch, Eric Jones will be your winner here at Kansas Speedway for the first time this season. "12 races in. 12 races in, we've got ourselves another winner. We got only 2 multi-time winners, and the rest are first-time winners. 3 of them belonging to Willie B. 3 of them belonging to Kyle Busch. And the rest are single-time winners. Kyle Larson, Eric Jones, Martin Truex, Eric Jones. I don't know if I said Chris Buescher yet, but Chase Elliott. What a race today, guys. What a great race. A lot better than I expected. And I'm just out of curiosity. 17 gained. Wow. Great racing here today, guys. Another top 10 for Reddick. Another top 10 for Willie B. Another top 5 for Kyle Busch. And a top 10. A top 10 for Corey LaJoie. Another top 10 for Michael McDowell as well. Seems that Corey LaJoie actually had a pretty decent race today. How did the 5 do? 31st, not so hot. Pretty sure those are the only 2 left. Oh no, there's a few more. There's a few more. Okay, that should be it. Alright, guys. Let's go ahead and get our review of this season. Alright. So, here is your top 5 for this race. It was Eric Jones, Kyle Busch, Austin Cindric, Chris Buescher, and Ryan Blaney. Let's view the results and see who had fast lap. Is Eric Jones. Eric Jones with the fast lap. Kyle Busch in second, and then Cindric third, Chris Buescher fourth. There's your top 10 though. And let's go ahead and look at the standings now for this season. Willie B still on top. But Kyle Busch inches closer with that one. Inches closer to a win. And inches closer to William Byron as he takes over the second spot over Tyler Reddick, and Tyler Reddick goes back down to third. Denny Hamlin back into sixth after having a great race, or he was up into fourth coming into this race, and then went back down to sixth. Michael McDowell still in 11th. Larson had a win, and then went back down into 13th. Bubba Wallace taking over that spot. Austin Cindric with a third place finish is going to get him in 14th spot. And if there's anything else, let's just go ahead and sneak through here for anyone else who's got a favorite driver. Martin Truex in 8th. LaJoie in 26th. He had a decent race. And there you go. Let me go ahead and get a picture for Instagram. Okay. Guys, that was a great race. We got 13 races completed now. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry. 12 races completed. Darlington will be the 13th race. 75 laps. I think it'd be very interesting. I'm not sure if it'll be one-sided or not, considering on how much there is wear and tear on the tires. We know Martinsville is pretty one-sided and Phoenix is pretty one-sided. I'm not sure about Homestead. Michigan, I think Michigan's pretty back and forth. Richmond's pretty back and forth, I think. I've never seen about, usually the road courses, the cup cars are pretty one single file. Just fair warning. So yeah, I mean, I appreciate everyone for coming by, and if you guys want to check out the standings, you just got to go to World of Racing on Instagram. That's going to update everything. You guys will see the updates there, or if you can just hit the subscribe button and hit the bell, and you guys will see whenever I start streaming. Appreciate everyone for coming by, and I'll see you guys